Hey, you guys, I have another update for you. The last one I was explaining to you about the collective healing that Magdalena and I did last week on the new moon for the Divine Masculines. Well, almost immediately after I recorded that, to explain it to you guys, she reached out to me again because she was being guided for us to also do a Divine Feminine healing. So we did that this week. We did that not last night anymore, because now we're into Saturday, so Thursday night. So sorry, distracted by my sleep deprivation. But we did that Thursday night, actually Friday afternoon for her. And it was perfectly in conjunction with the end of the Pleiadian portal, which the Pleiadian portal was focused on divine feminine energy and healing. So it just made perfect sense. I'm going to again share her post and her video about that healing. And I'm just going to add a little bit here, but I'm going to skim hers first and then add anything additional that is coming to mind from me. So she was shown that we needed to release the old template for divine feminines that was connected to being in our Queen of Swords energy, carrying deep pain, suffering, and sacrifice that was preventing the feminines from completely opening their hearts. And it was holding on to a residual resentment and hurt from past lives. And I will add that when we were talking about it and exploring what we would be doing through the healing, what was coming to me was about the divine masculines were all in their lower chakras, the divine feminines are all in their higher chakras, and we were focusing on the heart, throat, third eye, and crown for the divine feminines. And the main thing is the connection between the heart and the third eye chakra for the feminines. And being able to see with clarity from their intuitive center instead of fear clouding it and their ego center clouding it. And then through the crown chakra, that the expansion of awareness and understanding helps them to be able to see through the third eye instead of being clouded by the ego center. And then the throat chakra is a combination of both being able to express themselves with vulnerability and to their masculines, but also to the world as a whole, being able to embody their true authentic selves, being able to live their life purposes, being able to follow their hearts and their passions, and have that full, complete self-expression of their true selves. So I was getting all of those chakras and all of those impacts from the healing. So she explains in her post that we were guided to a beautiful sacred temple space within one of the Great Pyramids of Egypt, where we were given a sacred initiation and powerful soul healing, extending through to the collective globally. And she said all the way to the original point of creation. And what happened there was, as we were doing this, we started seeing other temples and other sacred locations all around the world. A lot of them in pyramid structure, but not all. In Greece, in Mexico, or the Mayan culture, in Machu Picchu, in Ireland, in Italy, in the Pacific Islands, in China, in Japan, in India, just all over the world. It was like, at least for me, it was like I kept being telepathically transported to each of these locations. And then when we finished at the end, I also saw all of those locations light up on a global map. And I realized that when I saw all of them light up as we were completing the healing, that it was also assisting. This was something that I don't think she talked about this as much in what she wrote, but I remember her talking about we were also healing Mother Earth. And when I saw them all light up, I had the recognition that we were also working on healing the ley lines of the planet. So all of that happened in conjunction with healing the Divine Feminine Collective. So, as she said, we were guided together side by side, holding hands as soul sisters, representative of all divine feminines, healing and releasing that Queen of Swords template, and retrieving our Queen of Hearts template, connecting to pure divine essence. And I can't remember exactly what it was now, but going back to that phrase of the pure essence of love, there was something at the end that as it was completing, we were being connected, like the collective, to divine love, bliss, and union. And those activations were coming through for everyone. And it will come through for you in the 3D as you are each ready to receive it, okay? We surrendered our swords of all the suffering endured through lifetimes and timelines that prevented our hearts from feeling safe to fully open in their entirety, and that kept us from pursuing our divine purposes. Oh, there were also many different goddesses with us. That's actually what inspired me to do my reading earlier with the goddesses deck, because like all of the different goddesses from all over the world were with us. I'm actually getting tingles right now as I'm saying it. Like that must be with me right now as I'm recording this. I can literally feel it coming down my head and down my arm. Many different goddesses were with us performing this healing. The ones who we were most drawn to, even though there were many there, were Isis and Kuan Yin. And then Magdalena was drawn to Pallas Athena. And there were some others that I was drawn to as well that I can't think of their names right now, of course. There was a lot of them. Even not knowing all of their names, I could see and feel all of their presences. Our hearts received deep purification and healing as we drank from the sacred chalice waters, anointed with the blue lotus and anointed with the Queen of Hearts crown, arranged in exquisite flowers and divine peacock feathers. Oh, that's right. So another important aspect was, she says here, soul fragments were retrieved through a crystalline heart invoked into our heart temple. And I remember when I saw that, it was like our form had been broken down into puzzle pieces, and all of these lost pieces from the soul fragmentation over many lifetimes, I saw all of them like being restored back to us, and like the puzzle pieces of who we are were put completely back together and completely restored. That was actually really cool. And it makes complete sense now if you think about it. And she wrote that as we walked out of the temple, our wings spread into a fan of peacock feathers as the Queen of Goddess heart template was activated. And then this extended around the globe, and she refers to like when I saw all the lights light up. And this, like I said, this was going out to all the divine feminines who are ready to surrender their souls, to surrender the Queen of Swords energy and step fearlessly into the power of their hearts. And that will come to each of you as you are ready for it, okay? So I'm going to share what she posted. I'm going to share her video of her altar space for the healing. And I wanted to let you guys know about that too, because it was really cool. I also thought it was really cool how the connection with all the goddesses and being guided to do that reading. And I actually had a release come through earlier tonight for me that was helping to release for the divine feminines as well. So I think that's it. And let me know if you have any questions. The next collective healing that I will be doing, that I do know ahead of time because these were spontaneous, is going to be for the 6/6 portal. And it's actually, now I can't remember exactly what it is. Let me see if I can pull it up quickly. But I do remember that Spirit is aligning it all perfectly in conjunction with each of these collective transmissions that we've been doing throughout May. It's going to be healing for personal power and strength to stand in your sovereignty and speak and live your soul truths, embodying your true authentic self, which that goes along with all those puzzle pieces coming together. And I have that updated in my shop now. So if you want to sign up for that, you can go ahead to my Etsy and start signing up for the 6/6 portal healing. Okay. That's it. I will talk to you guys soon.